His Holiness Pope Francis was the head of the worldwide Catholic Church and the sovereign of the Vatican City-State. A Pope is the head of the Roman Catholic Church and the Bishop of Rome. He is considered the visible head of the Catholic Church and the successor of Saint Peter, the first of the apostles of Jesus Christ. Pope Francis, born Jorge Mario Bergoglio on December 17, 1936, in Buenos Aires, Argentina, was the son of Italian immigrants. He received his master's degree in philosophy and theology from the University of Buenos Aires. After that, he studied at the seminary in Villa Devoto and entered the Society of Jesus on March 11, 1958, and became a priest. He was named a cardinal by Pope John Paul II in 2001 and was elected Pope on March 13, 2013. Pope Francis was the first Jesuit Pope and the first non-European Pope in more than a millennium and the first Latin American pontiff. He preached of peace and acceptance and reflected those values through his actions. He was the first Pope to address a joint meeting of Congress in the United States and the first Pope to visit the Arabian Peninsula, a historic moment for interfaith dialogue. His Holiness passed away suddenly on Easter Monday morning, following his last round through the crowd to bless and greet them. If there is a message that has most characterized Pope Francis's pontificate, it is that of mercy. Mercy, he said, is the air we breathe, meaning that it is what we need most, without which it would be impossible to live. The late Pope spoke about the centrality of mercy, recalling the words of an elderly woman who came to confess to him, "The Lord forgives all things. If the Lord did not forgive everything, the world would not exist."
Dubbed the Pope of Peripheries, Pope Francis always took the time to remember those sufferings from conflict. While praying for peace in areas that gained most of the media attention, he also never failed to channel his prayers to some of the areas most hard-hit, yet most forgotten by the world. A particularly striking moment of his pontificate was in April 2019 when he knelt to kiss the feet of South Sudanese leaders at the head of a country grappling with a horrific civil war. His cry for peace also looked to the legacy of wars past, the scars inflicted by the violent atrocities committed between nations and peoples, and ensuring that certain mistakes are never repeated. In his holy year dedicated to hope, Pope Francis' messages, closeness, and care for peace are a legacy that will continue to resonate throughout the future of the Church and humanity. Remembering that his was not just a cry for an absence of war, but the presence of justice, dialogue, and fraternity for the world that is for everyone and not just for some, and in which those who have more never ever forget those have less. May I now invite Father Manager to kindly come forward on stage and offer a floral tribute as a mark of respect to the departed soul.
A person who lived in this world with a message of love, kindness, and compassion. He was a leader of love and kindness. Pope Francis was more than just a leader. He embodied love in action. His kindness and compassion made the world feel softer, reminding us that faith is about caring for others, not just following the rules. He was also a champion of the poor and vulnerable. He dedicated his whole life to serving the marginalized, outcasts, and those in need. His papacy was defined by empathy and a pursuit of justice for the poor, reminding us that no one is too small to be seen or too wounded to be healed. And he was also an advocate for peace and environmental stewardship. Pope Francis was a vocal advocate for peace, often urging the world leaders to lay down arms and pursue dialogues. He also emphasized the importance of caring for the earth, encouraging us to be stewards of God's creation. And a unifying figure. He reached out to the people of different faith and backgrounds, promoting unity and understanding. His legacy challenges us to live with greater compassion, mercy, and hope. As we remember Pope Francis, we honor his legacy by striving to embody the same courage, compassion, and faith that defined his life. As we gather to pay tribute to the remarkable life and legacy of Pope Francis, let us take a moment of silence to honor his memory and pay our respects. Let's join our hands and pray tribute to his legacy, Pope Francis. May Pope Francis' legacy continue to inspire and guide us as we move forward. Let us strive to uphold the values and principles he embodied. May his noble soul rest in peace. Amen.